Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some Farming Simulator 25 here on the Sobowelo map. And we're getting started here as it's loading in, but if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell, and also don't forget to leave comments down below. All that stuff for you is free and it helps me and the channel grow. Now I think we have moved on to October. We're going to be trying to get us a corn header today. And hopefully a planter soon. We don't really need it just yet, but that's where we're at. I did do all of the wood transportation contracts. I did 7 of them, so I have enough to pay what we needed to pay, and I just did that off camera. But we will see what this month holds for us. It's about loaded in here. Alright, here we go. Alright, so it is October. Let's go ahead and real quick, let's look and see what's on sale. Nothing we want. So, alright, we got us a few products here. Let's go ahead and sell those. Water's still good. Alright, so we are going to buy a corn header. Go ahead and get that purchased. Alright, let's go here. We want this one here. Alright. Alright, now let's check the map. Make sure our fields are good. They are good. Okay. Alright, let's fast forward time because it's a little foggy. Let's get it to about 10 o'clock where we can see a little better. Alright, let's go ahead and put this. Alright. Alright, now let's see what kind of contracts we can do. Alright, we got some cultivating, fertilizing, harvesting. What we got here? Sugar beets, corn, we can do that. Cotton we can't. Sugar beets we can't. Parsnips we can't. We can do this corn contract, so let's go ahead and accept that. Let's drop our header off. Pick up our corn header. And where is this contract? Let's sell everything, which is our... Alright, let's go down to the store. Get our header. set our worker off on harvesting corn. Real quick. Does it use corn, and what does it use corn for? It does not. So we'll just sell the extra. Let's get over to field 17. Let's get started. Get on down here to the field. A few fields that are harvestable right now. Hopefully we'll get some contracts for those too. field 17 right here. Alright, we can decrease this back. And we're gonna just yet. Kind of where to put it. Alright, let's go ahead and get him set up here. And let's see. Let's see what other kind of contracts we have. Alright, so we got fertilizing, cultivating. We do have a mowing contract, so let's accept that. Let's go ahead and get him over there to mow that. Set up to mowing this grass here. Alright. And then we will we'll do all these plowing first. Got a wheat contract we can do too. Alright, let's see where we need to go. 111, 146, 116, 146 is right here, so let's go ahead and get that. Literally the field right beside us. Let's go ahead and unfold. Let's lower down. And Let's look at planters real quick. This is probably the one we're going to get. Matter of fact, we are going to get it. And that'll be waiting for us at the store. Pretty much have everything we need, with the exception of, sugar beets, which we're going to be a little while before we can get there. It's about $800,000 or $700,000 to get sugar beets going. Let's go ahead and get that going. But now we can plant everything but carrots, parsnips, and red beets. And we're going to look at going to vegetables. Yep. We will get I think we're going to get, we'll get this one when we can, and that will allow us to plant those 4 things. Pretty much have all the equipment we need right now. We're going to look at putting down two more productions in the wintertime if we can. One of them is going to be our fermenting silo for grass and hay or straw, so we can start making TMR. So when we're ready for cows, we'll have some, and we won't have to crunch for that. But we're going to get that, and then also, if we go into here, there is another building I want. Is this windmill, which does some of the same stuff we already can do, but it adds more. And then actually, how big? That's not too big, and that does everything I want it to do. So we make it that. this field. Let's go ahead and raise and fold. We're going to do 111 next, and then we'll come up to 25 and 16. Hey guys, welcome into the stream. Feel free to comment and chat and let me know how things are going. We are in the month of October of our second year, and we are doing contracts, trying to earn enough money to buy. We're going to get 2 more productions. We may get one today, but I also would like to get another field. This is 111, I think. It is. But we do have our worker on the cornfield and a worker on the grass field. They're at 47 and 11%. The grass field's pretty big, so it's going to take a while. He's been at 11 for a while. I wonder if he got stuck. We'll check when we get to the end of this road. Like the corn has stopped too, so we're going to check on our workers and see what their issue is. This set up. That's, yep, he's stuck on a tree. Now, I'm going to even though we don't own this tree, we're getting rid of it because I don't want my people getting stuck. We're gonna Find somewhere that this will be out of the way. Over here in this little forest area looks good. Actually, in this ditch looks good. Right where it is. Alright, and then we can go ahead and set him back to going. And he is stuck on the railroad track. How? Where's the... world are you in? Okay. How you got up here? Interesting. Okay. Let's get him back to field number 12. I do not know what happened. Maybe the light pole got him? I don't know. Alright, let's go ahead and put him back to going here. Alright. Funny things happening. Let's do something real quick. It's not terribly big. This makes rice flour, sugar, flour, and raisins. Yep. And then there was... No. And these didn't work. Yeah, this one we can use corn in. But this one here, it does everything. So we may, yeah, we'll probably start using this to produce our flour and stuff instead of the other one. Alright. So here's 25. 25 is right over this way. Let's go ahead and get lined up here. let's look at, how much is this? 95,000. Really want this. What's it got in it? It is grass. That's actually perfect. I want to buy this field so I can cut it off right here and build our yard out more for more productions. And that will give us grass also for ourselves. And it is fertilized. It's almost ready to cut. I don't know that we'll get to 95,000 today or in this month, but I really would like to if we can, because that piece of property will give us grass to cut, and then the other production building I was wanting to build, which we may build first, is, let me find it. This one, and it's only 30,000. I think we will be buying that and the land first. So we'll buy the land, then we'll buy that, and then we'll worry about the other productions. Looks like our harvester's going pretty good there. It's almost done. I don't know exactly what he's doing, but we can watch him. If he takes off, we'll grab him and finish up. Hey Josh, how's it going, bud? I have just an AI worker doing the combine. It's a contract that we're doing. I have a worker sit on it, so I can be doing other things. And we're gonna go ahead and put this on the AI worker, and we're gonna let him go. And we are gonna get in the harvester here, because I don't know where he's going. Find where he missed something, because he's only 79%. He should be 80. So he's missed something somewhere, and I don't know where he was going. I don't see anything up there. Maybe it's down here on the other. Yeah. This field is kind of weird because of that light pole. The workers don't like it. So let's go ahead and get this done. Let's get back, and fortunately enough, we were taking this back to our own property to sell it, so let's get that over there. And then I have another guy doing cutting the grass. I have another worker cutting grass. But how are you doing today, Josh? You doing all right? Did you enjoy your trip to Arkansas? That much corn off a field that size. It must not have been fertilized. Yeah, payday's always nice. Alright, so the contract is we're delivering it to the sell everything, which is fine. We don't have anything to do with corn right now anyway, so we'll just sell it. And then we'll do a refresh on contracts and see if we can get one of these other fields that are ready. What's going on, Strychnine? How are you doing, buddy? Yep. Yep, you can see now you're a mod on my channel, so. Alright, so made a little bit of extra cash off that. Alright, let's see if we have any more contracts for harvesting. Let's complete that one. Alright, harvesting is sugar beets can't do, cotton can't do, sugar beets and parsnips I can't do any of that. Alright. Do have another mowing contract though, so we will accept that one. He's gonna be mowing until his little heart is content. Alright, let's see. Another plowing contract. Oh, I didn't mean to take the sowing contract yet, but that's okay. I think that's what I thought it was, but I was gonna do it anyway. I was just gonna wait. Well, harvester's done for now. Let's. Okay, wait a minute. What we got? Parsnips, sugar beets, cotton, sugar beets, and cotton. Okay. Alright, but we did get another mowing contract, so we'll take that. And another plowing. Alright. Move cat. Okay. Alright, let's I don't know what he is doing. And why he is backtracking all the way down this field, but okay. Let's let's just stop that. We'll we'll finish up here. We got a bunch of stuff we can't do anyway. Can't do anything else, so we'll plow. Yeah, I figured out how to do it. It didn't take long. I just set it up, and that way at least I have one mod, even though I know you can't always be here. Alright. No, it's the Challenger. It's the little cheap crack tractor. The little medium tractor is like 50,000, and then you can upgrade the engine for 83,000. It's just a little, it can be upgraded to 225, but right now it's at like 160 or something like that. It's $48,000. And I needed a second tractor so I could have contracts going on workers. Instead of me just having to do everything, so that's why we got it. No, he's not at work anymore. He got home just a little while ago. I don't watch I don't watch it on YouTube. I am going to be getting that game next week. I will be streaming it on World of Outlaws. I will be streaming on Wednesday morning at 7 o'clock. It'll be the very first time I've ever played it, so I said I don't know much about it, but that's kind of what I like. I don't like, if it's a game I want to play, I've always wanted to play a racing game on my channel, and it is a racing game, and it's dirt racing, which is one of my favorite kind of racing, second to NASCAR. But I'm gonna start streaming it on Wednesday because I get paid Tuesday night, and I'll be able to get it downloaded to my computer, and hopefully it won't be much of a failure. Be doing it with keyboard and mouse because I don't have a steering wheel and I can't really grip controllers anymore with my right hand, so I will be doing keyboard and mouse, but I've heard it's not that hard to do with keyboard and mouse. Been told by several people that it's not that bad with keyboard and mouse, so. But yeah, I will do World of I have watched Street Outlaws like before, but I don't really watch a whole lot of. Mostly, what I watch is other streamers that and video creators that support my channel. I don't really have a whole lot of free time to watch stuff, so I watch things to help the people who have helped me. I don't watch just random things. I watch other streamers like Strict9. I watch his videos and his streams when I'm not streaming, and same with some of the other people that support my channel. Have a new game that you might like tomorrow morning. It's going to be at 7 in the morning. It's called Fantasy Zoo. It is a sandbox zoo game where you have fantasy creatures like giant spiders and dragons and harpies and all that kind of stuff, unicorns. And it doesn't have a tutorial or anything. I played around in it just a little bit to kind of get familiar with it, and I kind of have an idea of what's going on, but not 100%. But we're gonna start that tomorrow. It'll be a fun game, I think. The developer sent me a key for it, so I'm gonna stream it. I'll probably stream it a couple of times and then maybe put it in video after that, but as for right now, it's going to be a game that I stream, and I'm going to try to stream it twice next week because the developers were kind enough to send me a key, and for a small channel like me, that's really big. that a developer takes a chance on me, so I'm going to give it its due. But no, this is the Challenger tractor, just a little cheap $48,000 tractor. I needed a second tractor, and this was the only one I could afford. So, okay. Well, I appreciate that. Very much appreciated you sharing my channel to other people. Alright, this is finished, but I'm going to go ahead and finish this row. And then our next one is field 16. Alright. Which is right over this way. I think. Yeah, I think it's up here. It's going to be this field right here. Let's double check. These numbers are so close together it's hard to tell on the map sometimes. But yeah, we are in 16, so let's go ahead and get that down. Let's straighten it up a little bit. Oh, did he? Yeah, I haven't watched Street Outlaws in a while. I did used to watch it, but I really just don't have a whole lot of time to watch stuff. And I do watch TV every now and then, but I'll watch 2 or 3 episodes. Mainly if I'm like, if I don't feel like streaming, you know, if I'm just not up to streaming, I'll watch TV. But most of the YouTube I watch is other content creators that support my channel, just to give them some support as well. Alright, he is through. Let's get him to the next field. Alright, the next mowing field is field number 5, which is up here. Yeah. This is field 5 here. Alright. I did watch a lot of Street Outlaws when I was in the hospital. Guys, welcome into the stream. We're doing contracts, trying to save up for another field. The field I want to purchase is $95,000. It is a grass field that's already planted with grass, which will give us grass to start putting in our silo, fermenting silo that we haven't purchased yet, but we will get that as soon as we can. But it is the field right beside us, the bigger field, and I want to turn some of that field into more of a yard to put more productions on, like that silo and a couple of other ones. But yeah, we need to make $96,000 to purchase that field. So we might can get there, especially if we can get a few more contracts to spawn. I mean, right now we got another 5, 15. You know, we got about 22,000 more, not counting these two. So, yeah, who knows? We might actually make it there if we can get another harvesting contract to pop up. And we got that $2,000 fertilizing contract and some cultivation contracts. Alright, let's see. Alright, this is all still the same garbage. Alright, yeah, more cultivating, one more fertilizing, and a bunch of stuff we can't do. But we'll get these contracts going once I get the 2 plowing contracts done and hook up to the seeder and get him started on that sowing contract, which is right over there. It's a big field. It's going to take him a while with the small seeder that we have, but it is wheat and we can do that. So I wanted to take advantage of every contract we can do, because in November and December we will get some contracts, but it won't be very many. And we're not going to be doing the wood transport contracts anymore. We're not going to be doing the well, we might do the deadwood, like a few here and there if there's nothing else to do, but I'm not going to be doing the wood transports anymore. It's just a little bit too easy, and they keep respawning, so like you can do them infinitely and just make tons of money if you want. I mean, that's what I did to get the tractor, so but I did that off camera. This is boring because the trailer I have, even though I could have bought the log trailer, which would have held more, but this one, the one that I have, I can either do bales or logs or pallets with it, and it only holds 9 logs on it, so it just takes a long time, especially when there's 20 something logs to be taken. You gotta do at least 3 trips driving from one end of the map to the other to sell them and all that good stuff. Is what a bug. The contracts know it's just the way that you can do that in the base game, like with the, well, I say the base game, with the refresh contracts mod, it basically everything that can repopulate will, which should be the deadwood, the and the wood transports, so you can just get them over and over and over again. It's not a bug, it's just the refresh contracts mod. When you complete those, you can refresh them, refresh contracts, and they'll all pop back up. I mean, it's just the way the mod works. So I'm not going to do that anymore. Deadwood, I mean, I will, but if I do the deadwood, I won't keep repopulating. I'll just do them one time, and it's only going to make me like $3,000, so I probably won't even do them. But Alright, we're almost done with this, and then we'll go plow 131. He's almost done with that other mowing contract. Well, not really. He's still got a ways to go. But and then I got to take him down to 137 to do another mowing contract. But we're going to put this, once we get the plowing done, we're going to go get the seeder, make sure it's filled up with seed. We're going to go to that contract and alright, so that's way down south. Oh yeah, she's snoozing good right now. But yeah, this is the field we're coming up on right here that we will be sowing once I think it's, is it the one we're in? No, it's this one. So the one that has all these weeds in it, we'll be sowing that. This field whenever we get done with this plowing contract, but I will put that on a worker, and I'm gonna move forward time to see if we can't get another corn harvesting contract, because there are some more cornfields that are ready to harvest, and I'm hoping we can get at least one more. I mean, and then there's all the cultivating contracts too, but I would rather the workers do the sowing and the mowing, because that mower, all I have is just that little front mower right now. Now I could go another route. Instead of buying land, I could buy the rear mower, which would make the mowing contracts go super fast. But it is $75,000, and I think if I'm gonna have that much money, I would rather wait and spend the $96,000 on another piece of property, so we can have another piece of land, you know, to farm. And like I said, that one that I want to buy is already planted with grass. Is it 131? Yep. It's already planted with grass, so it's something we're gonna need. Let's check the map, make sure we are in 131 right now. Okay. But I'm going to try to get another harvesting contract. If we don't, I'll just have to take over the mowing. I'm going to let the worker do the seeding, because it's going to take a while. But I am going to try to get another harvesting contract. And I will just do that myself if we do. And 137 is right below this one, so that's where I got to bring the mower back to. So. But once I get done with this plowing contract, I am going to go get the seeder, get him started, and then I'm going to run to the restroom, and then I will be back, and we'll fast forward time to try to see if we can't get some more harvesting contract. At least, I'd like to get at least one more. If we can. Of course, we do have cultivating contracts still, but both of my tractors are going to be tied up for a little while with the contracts that we have, so I'm not going to accept them until one of the tractors is done. I want to go ahead and get the sowing done, because it is a long contract. They all buddy go. So, oh, that's my wife that he's talking about. She is snoozing on the couch. She's snoring, so he can hear her. But no, I'm not ready to go to bed yet. I'll be streaming for at least another hour and a half. But we'll get this contract done, then we'll go set up him on the planting contract, or the sowing contract. Then I'll run to the restroom real quick, and then hopefully we can fast forward time and try to get some harvesting contracts. If not, I'll take over for the mower, and then we can get the cultivator and go do those cultivating contracts. Because that sowing contract is going to be a while. It's a pretty big field. I only have a 4-meter seeder, so. We do have a planter now, though. I did buy the 6-meter planter. It's sitting at the store, but we don't have anything to plant right now, so we might be able to do some planting contracts in the spring for cotton and stuff like that with the planter. So, all right. Well, like I said, I will be here for at least another hour and a half. I'll be here at least probably 10:45, maybe 11, but we'll just see. At least till 10:45, though. Alright, he is done with that mowing contract. So we'll move him in just a minute. Okay. I will, like I said, I'll be streaming a new game. It's called Fantasy Zoo. I'll be streaming that, and then I can't remember what else. It's on my channel, though. If you look on my channel, it shows you what I'll be streaming tomorrow. I can't remember what all games I scheduled for tomorrow. I scheduled a bunch of stuff today, so, and recorded 4 videos today as well, so. do need to fill it up with seed. Alright, so we'll get this one set up, get the mower down to 137, get him set up, and then, like I said, I'm going to take a few minute break, go to the bathroom, and so this is a very long field. We'll go ahead and get him started though. It's going to take him quite a while to do this. Let's get him down to 137. Alright, I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. And let's go ahead and fast forward time. Go to about 12. Let's check contract again. Alright, so we got more cultivating contract, another fertilizing. Harvesting is all the same, unfortunately. 2 more mowing contracts. There's 112 and 119. Well, he's already down here, so we got more plowing contracts too. Alright. So let's go ahead and complete these. Alright. I guess we can fast forward time a little bit more. I don't think we're going to get any another harvesting contracts, but we will try. We'll go to about 2:30, and that's going to be as far as we go, because we do have a lot of contracts to do. Problem is until that sowing contract is done, we're going to have to do one or the other. I don't know, I may just let him keep doing the mowing, and I'll do the sowing contract. 2:30. Alright, that'll work. Almost 3. Alright, let's see here. Wow, lots of cultivating. Harvesting did not let us hit the button a few times. Okay, yeah, not gonna be nice to us. Another mowing contract. Alright, accept that. Alright, so we're going to take over for this guy. Alright, you stop. Alright, I hope everybody's doing good. Guys, feel free to chat in chat. I guess Stricknine's still here. I don't know if he is or not. I know he's pretty tired, so. But feel free to chat. If you have any questions about what's going on, I'll be glad to fill you in on that. Well, no, Strick, I know you're anxious to get back to streaming, but your work's not allowing you to. So have you got to work pretty much all the way till Thursday now? Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Well, if I could record some for you, I would. But our voices are nothing alike. Yeah, your job don't care nothing about your channel. All they care about is making that money. Hey, Shorty, how you doing? Wasn't expecting to see you in this late. Hey, Shorty, I got a new game today. They sent me a key um, to Fantasy Zoo. I'll be streaming it in the morning at 7 o'clock my time, 8 o'clock your time. Um, I checked it out a little bit. It doesn't have a tutorial or anything, but it kind of gives you guidelines of what you need to do. So it's pretty neat. It's got like, you know, giant spiders and dragons and unicorns and all kind of stuff like that. Fantasy type creatures. And your workers are like goblins. Um, It's pretty neat. So I'll be streaming it tomorrow morning. And then we're still on for Sunday afternoon Better Mart, right? Yeah, it's pretty neat. It's a sandbox type game. There are challenges that you can do in the game, in the game itself. Like just it tells you to build certain things and have certain things and all that kind of stuff. But okay, cool. I'm anxious to get back in Better Mart, and we'll have to get together and see what days we can do it next week. I know you're limited because you mod for cans. Yeah, I watched that video he put out today for that tabletop store simulator. I downloaded that demo. I watched him play it. I'm like, oh, I didn't even watch the whole video. I'm like, I gotta play this. I put it on my wish list and followed it on Keymailer. Hopefully they'll give me a key to it. But if not, I'll probably end up getting that. But it's called Tabletop Game Shop Simulator or something like that. Oh well, it didn't bother me. I mean, it is what it is. I don't want you to be hot. You in Florida, I don't want you to be hot. But yeah, he released that video today, Strick, if you want to check it out. It's pretty cool because it's like you buy boxes and you get pieces for figurines and then you assemble them and you can sell them, but you can also sell the boxes of the parts and stuff like that. But it's pretty neat. I'm gonna play the demo. I may record it for Sunday. Oh, Better Mart. It's another grocery game that's actually it is another game we could stream together too, and you could join me and Shorty if we could work it out. It's a multiplayer grocery game. I don't know if you'd want to play it or not. You being doing that in real life all day every day, but yeah, it's pretty neat game. Very 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 busy game. But the more people that play it would I know, like I said, you may not want to play it because of that. But it has like, a forklift that you use in the back room and you have to use pallet dollies to carry the pallets and stock shelves, all that good stuff. But it's got so many items in it. Like you thought Supermarket Simulator had a lot of items? No. This game is insane. It's got like over 600 and something items, and they keep adding more. But it's a lot of fun. I enjoyed playing it with her Thursday, and we're going to do it again Sunday afternoon. Alright, let's stop real quick. Let's get him moved to 119. Let's see. 119 is the closest one to him. clean up on aisle 5, yeah. Yeah, I went back and rewatched part of it too, and we were having fun. It is a fun game though, Strick. I know you're probably not wanting to do that, but it is one you could play because I think you can have up to 4 players. What stream? It was on Thursday. It's called Better Mart. Um, but yeah, we're gonna stream it again Sunday. Me and Savage. It is a lot of fun though. I had a blast. Yeah, we're gonna stream it about 1:30 Sunday afternoon. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. We're. Yeah, I know. Like I had painted the store and did the floor a different color, and then it just reverted back to what it was. I'm hoping it doesn't do that again because that's kind of annoying. But yeah, and they've updated that game a couple of times since we played, so maybe it'll still be all there. Oh yeah, I mean we had a great time. It was fun. I actually think it's probably my favorite grocery store game I've played so far. And I really liked Supermarket Simulator and was considering doing it again, but I don't know if I am or not. I got so much going on, and then I got this other game that they gave me a key for. So. Uh, yep, that one bottle. But yeah, it was fun. Definitely looking forward to Sunday afternoon. Yeah, I know, buddy. They are really not being friendly to you right now. Yeah, it was hilarious. We had so much fun. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, those situations are never good. Alright, we are almost done with this one. Then we're gonna go grab the plow and start doing some plowing contracts, I think. And that will probably carry us to the end of the stream. Yeah, I'm glad you did too. Alright, we're done with this. Let's go ahead and turn that off, freeze it up. Let's go. See how many plowing oh, there's a bunch. Well, we want, oh, there's more sowing contracts. Barley and barley. You know what, while we're hooked up, we'll go do, yeah, we'll go do another sowing contract. We'll go ahead and do them both. We're not going to finish all these contracts in this stream anyway, so we'll just do what we can until 10:30. Alright, so 66 and 109. 109's back down there. We'll go do 66 first. We need to get some more seed. Yep. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. And I still need to look at my Sunday school lesson for Sunday. Yeah, having workbooks does help with that. I've got so much time in the Bible that it doesn't take me a lot to study. I've read through the Bible probably 15, 20 times over my life. My dad was a pastor, and that was one of the things that he um, instilled in me and my sister. So I've read through the whole Bible multiple times. I don't know how many, it's been quite a few. For quite a few years, I read through the whole Bible every year, but now I just read whatever I feel like reading. But I haven't looked at my Sunday school lesson yet. I need to do that before I go to bed tonight. Well, that's important. I have been in some that didn't do a whole lot of education type stuff, and I think that's important for people to be able to grow. You gotta have some kind of education system and to teach, because not everybody that goes to church has been in church all their life, and a lot of churches forget that. Our church is really good about that. They have classes for new church members and stuff like that, to kind of get them grounded in the Word. But there are a lot of churches that just almost, I hate to say this, but almost are a corporation. They don't. It's all about the numbers. But our church is really good at educating, newer Christians, and they have classes for them. We have a thing we do in the spring and the fall called connection groups, and it's where, you know, 8 to 10 people get in a group, and they meet once a week and study through an outline and things like that. That's really neat. They just schedule it around everybody's schedule where everybody can attend and meet for about an hour, hour and a half, and go through an outline. Everybody has homework that they have to do, and then they, have discussion questions and things like that. It's really good, and I think more churches need to do that, because it not only teaches more about the Bible, but it also gives you a way to interact with other people in the church. Yeah, a lot of churches are all about money too. It's true. Okay. Yeah, we do these connection groups that we do last for 16 weeks, and the last one we did was on the Book of Mark, and I'm not sure what this one's going to be, but it has, you read certain chapters of it every week, and then there's, questions that you answer individually, and then when the group gets together, they have discussion questions and do all that together when the group meets. So it lets you kind of get acquainted with other people, because the thing about it is, then the next time you sign up for connection group, you get put with different people, so it's like you're spending time with different members of the church through that, and I think it's a good thing. Some people don't like it, but some people are caught up in their old ways and they don't want to change. But the world changes, so we got to change with it. Without getting away from the biblical truths and things like that. But we got to do things differently than we've done it always, to make sure that, you know, newer people that come into church are having a reason to come back. And I think that's something that a lot of churches just let kind of fall by the wayside, so to speak. Okay. Well, I mean, that's a good thing. I wish more churches did stuff like that. I've been to a lot of churches where it was just come to church on Sunday morning, Wednesday night, and that, you know, that was where it was. There was no extra anything for anybody. And, you know, that's how churches, you know, get stagnant and don't grow. And the reason why a lot of people don't go to church is because of that. There's not anything to keep them wanting to come back. There's too many other things people can get involved in now, and it makes it hard. But at the same time, a lot of Christians too are very pushy and don't respect the fact that not everybody is interested, you know, and we're supposed to share our faith with people, but we're not supposed to hit them over the head with it. And I think a lot of people have just resorted to writing people off and not trying to do what's right. And, you know, all churches get a bad name because of that. So we all get lobbed in together, even though we're not all the same. I will never shy away from sharing my faith with someone, but if they tell me they don't want to hear it anymore, I'm going to respect their wishes, you know. I think my mower guy is hung up. We're gonna set this one on a worker so we can go figure out what he's doing. Is this the right field? Yep. Yep, I knew he was hung up somewhere. Your deer stand. He just chipped a little paint off of it. He didn't knock it down. That part of the deer stand is the part you put the deer urine on anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, we'll do some mowing for a little while. We'll let him do the planting. Probably should cut the lines on so I'm covering as much as I can. I do have the money for the backload mowers, almost. Like at one more contract, I do, because there's 75,000. But there's a piece of property I want that's 95,000, and I'm really close to that. So I'm kind of torn. That it is a grass field that I'm purchasing, but I'm gonna take part of that field and turn it into a production yard. So I don't really need the back mowers just yet, except for contracts. It would make the contracts faster, but I think I'm gonna save the money for the field. That way I can start cutting grass for myself for future cow food. Yeah, I think with the contracts that we have, I will have enough to buy that field. And then we still got more contracts. Like I may even be able to buy that field and put down the silo that I'm wanting to do, the fermenting silo to make the TMR for the cows. So yeah, I do need land. Like I want to farm my own stuff. I don't want to do all this for other people. I want to farm for myself, make my own money, more profit. No non-Geno. Well, I think that it would be more beneficial to have the land than it would the mowers, because the land will allow us to put down more productions, which will make us more money. Because I am going to take part of that field and turn it into a production yard. So I mean, the rear mowers are the next piece of equipment we're buying. We don't need anything else. But I do want to get it's not going to do me any good to cut grass if I don't have anywhere to put it. Because I don't have a silo and I don't have the fermenting silo yet. But if I buy the land, I'll have a place to put the fermenting silo. So when I cut the grass, I'll have somewhere to put it. And then I will be buying the mowers. But it's actually going to probably be pretty quick to get those mower. I'll get them in the winter. I'll get them before spring. And the grass is I don't know how big it is. I'll have to look. I don't think it's that big. I think it's probably 2 to 3 acres, maybe not even that big. We'll look here in a minute. Let me get this contract done. Actually, I guess we can look at it now. It is 3.92 acres. So, and we're going to be taking about probably close to an acre of it for production yard. Just that back corner. Our back part. Oh well, I appreciate you watching whatever you watch, but I know you can't keep up with everything. I can't either. Like, I hate that I can't watch all of Kansas streams, but he streams the same time I do, most of the time, and so I have to watch them on replay. And I do try to jump in on the streams when I can. I usually don't stay very long, but I usually catch part of his afternoon stream before I start streaming at 4. But it's hard to keep up with all of it when you do it yourself. And he's not the only one. There's other people that have been good to me that I try to watch their streams too. And I'm gonna be starting next week or the week after. I'm gonna be starting to stream with Stormfall on Empyrean. So I'll be doing some co-op streaming with him on Tuesdays and Thursdays in the morning time. But he's got to get the server set up, and we got to iron out exactly what we want to do as far as the streams go. What our plan's going to be. I talked with him briefly about that today. Well, yep, still ships. It's still about ships. See you in the YT yesterday. I was, yeah, and whatever he streamed yesterday, because I didn't stream yesterday afternoon because I wasn't feeling too great. My head was hurting. So, I watched part of that stream. It's hard to believe that I've been a member of his channel for 44 months. Yeah, I don't even remember what game it was. That's how much my brain was off yesterday. Oh, it was Hypermart. That's what it was. Hypermart was the one that I watched. Yep, I watched Hypermart. That's another game that looks pretty fun too. A little different take on supermarket simulators. Yeah, I mean, Better Mart does look, I mean, like I said, I think it's my favorite grocery simulator that I've played or seen. Now, I do like the city supermarket simulator. It's more of a cutesy supermarket game, and I like it. I like the cartoony, and the fact that there's a cat that you can pet, you know, and make it go meow. But yeah, I've really, those few hours that we played Better Mart were really fun, and I'm looking forward to continuing that. Yeah, I can't get every game. Like, I have too many going on now, and like I said, I got a key for another game today that I'm going to be starting streaming, so I'm having to cut down on streams of other games to get all the games in. Oh, I do have, hold on just a second, I'll tell you when it's coming out. I did start Laundry Store Simulator. I think it was, I recorded it today. I think it's, yeah, it'll be coming out tomorrow, the first video of it. And also Sunday, my first video of Figure Shop Simulator will be airing. But yeah, tomorrow Laundry Store Simulator, the first video will come out, and then Sunday Figure Shop Simulator, the first video will come out. So yeah, I got a lot of stuff going on right now. I can't, like, I'm adding at least one more game next week, too, that I'm gonna be purchasing that World of Outlaws game, the dirt track racing game. I will be streaming it next Wednesday. I'll buy the game Tuesday night after I get paid and get it ready, but that one will be probably a once a week for a little while, until some of the other games kind of wrap up. But I enjoy playing so many different games, and I'm glad that I started streaming because it allows me to play way more. Because recording, there are certain games that just you don't do justice in recordings because it takes too long. But yep, I did start those. Oh yeah, I love it. I absolutely love streaming. Like, you know, if I hadn't started streaming, I probably like, where are you going to my videos? What do you mean? I still watch your videos. I don't know what you mean by that. Oh, when you go into my, oh, when am I going to record your videos? We're going to have to talk about pay on that, because I'm pretty busy right now. How much you offering? But there's two of your games that you make videos of that I ain't gonna do. So you know that. I ain't doing my garage. I ain't doing underground garage. Free to, no, I ain't gonna do it for free. I ain't got that kind of time. We're gonna have to do something. You're gonna have to pay me with some steak dinners and hamburgers or something. You're gonna have to give me something for it. Got 8 you're gonna give me 8 chip for doing it? One whole chip? I tell you what, when I start making money off YouTube, I'll start helping you record. I love hot chips now, don't get me wrong. I love them. I mean, you know, that those people that stand on the road and say we'll work for food. I mean, we talk about working for food, but it's gonna take more some chips. I need some meat and taters. I tell you what, you hook me up with a whole processed deer. I'll do all the recording that you want me to do. I want about 10 packs of sausage, about 10 packs of steaks, some summer sausage. Yeah, hook me up with a whole deer, and man, I'll record all the videos you want. Except for my garage and underground garage, because yeah, car mechanic games are not my forte. It was not my I'm assuming you meant to say it wasn't your fault. Oh, yeah. But yeah, bring me a whole processed deer stick, and I'll record all your videos for you. Every one of them, but those two. You'll have to do my garage and underground garage, but I'll do all the rest. I'll even throw in some Imperium for you for free. Oh, I know I told you about it because I knew you would like it, but it's not my thing. Gifts. What, to hunt on? I can send you to a place to hunt now. I'll get my cousin to hook you up. He'll put you in a deer stand on some deer. His 5-year-old killed one last year. Well, he pulled the trigger. My cousin held the gun, but he pulled the trigger and killed one last year. He said he couldn't believe how quiet he was in the deer stand because he ain't never quiet. That kid, he does nothing but talk. And you should have seen the pictures of him with that deer, man. That was the happiest kid in the world. He had the biggest smile you could imagine because he killed that deer, even though all he did was pull the trigger. Brandon was holding the gun, but he was tickled. Oh yeah, yeah. No, he's a mess. He's 100% boy, and he's adopted, but his mannerisms and everything are my cousin, just like my cousin whenever he was a kid. I mean, he was made for my cousin. He is exactly like my cousin was when we were younger. It's pretty hilarious, actually. Oh, he finished doing that sewing job. Well, let's I wonder how this guy will do with working on this field since we've gotten most of it. Let's see. Well, he'll do something while we're getting this guy. We'll go get the cultivator or the plow, one of them, and we'll do one plowing contract, and then we'll save the rest of them for next time. I think we'll do the plow. It'll be faster because it is getting pretty close to time for me to stop so I can go to bed. Gotta get up at 4 in the morning and do some recording before I stream, so. I don't know what he's doing. It looks like he's just going around. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll just let him do what he does. What, to be able to record? Or, I mean, I'm not gonna say you could do it because I know you're tired, but you could still make time to record a video. Well, yeah, true. I mean, but you know as well as I do, if I could still work, I would. So it took me some getting used to staying at home. That was hard for me. That was harder than losing my leg. Like, losing my leg was the cause of me not being able to work, but not being able to work was worse than losing my leg. But now, I mean, I'm good. So, and it, this, I mean, it's kind of like my dream job. I can do whatever I want, play games, stream, record, do the things I want to do. And next Saturday will be the first day that I don't stream all day since I started streaming, because we're going to my daughter's, see my grandbabies. Oh, I know, dude. I know. I've been there, done that. That sounds good to me. You enjoy your coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker. I don't. I like coffee. I just don't like hot beverages, and cold coffee to me tastes horrible. So I just don't. I don't care for hot beverages. They make my body temperature just go up astronomically, and I'll just start sweating. The only time I can drink coffee is in the wintertime. And here in Mississippi, we don't have much of that. Alright, let's get the plowing contracts. Let's see, which one's closest to us? 86. Well, I'll say 86 is closest to us. It's at the bottom of the map. It's on the same side of the map. You'll take 2 cups, please. Now, Strick loves the coffee. Yeah. Well, Strick just, he works so much that he just has to do it when he can. But, I'm actually just excited that I got a free game key, because I have tried for a while, to even, they wouldn't even let me apply for them. And last night, after I got off the computer, I was watching somebody stream, because I didn't stream last night because I still wasn't feeling too great, but or my head was still hurting. But I just got on there, and there was the request button by a few games that I had followed, and I requested a key and got one, and that was just mind-boggling to me, because I'm such a small channel. Like I said, I like coffee, but if I drink it when it's hot, like outside, yeah, I will just start sweating. I do like coffee, and I like it black. I don't want anything in it. All right. Why am I plowing? They want me to plow this grass field. Oh, no, that's the mowing field. So say, what in the world? 86. It's over this way. There's your other deer stand. I'm going to try not to hit it. Right by the cornfield. Perfect place for it. Alright. This is 86 here, I think. Strict drinks that instant mess. No, I only drink it black. I don't put anything in it. Now, my wife did have some, like, caramel macchiato creamer that was sugar free that I tried, and it was pretty good, but I just don't really care for having anything in my coffee. Prefer it black. I just, like I said, I can only drink it in the wintertime. I can't drink it in the summer. Now, my mom drinks it all day, but I can't do that. I will burn up. Savage said, bless you. Did you hear me? Huh? Oh, she said thank you. And Strick said, good morning, Pam. I'm not going to tell you what she said. No, I ain't telling her that either. You trying to get me hurt? Oh, not quite, but close. Started with another letter. Alright, well, we'll finish this one up and then I will just leave the tractor here in this field because we're going to be doing some more planning contracts when we come back next stream, which will be Monday night. But we'll go ahead and finish this one so we can collect that money, and we are definitely going to be able to buy that piece of property after this month. But alright, let's collect on that one. Alright, so 82,000, we only need 10,000. We got that in those two mowing contracts. So. Okay, Savage, you have a good night. Strick, you too. Go get you some sleep, bud. Well, guys, thank y'all for being here with me today. This is your Rock, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell, and also don't forget to leave comments down below. All that stuff for you is free. Helps me and the channel grow, and I do appreciate all the support you've given me so far. You guys rock. I love you guys. I hope y'all have a blessed day, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.